So as protests over the death of Mahsa Amini have now entered well into their third week, there are also now reports that are emerging of the death of another teenage girl at the hands of security forces in Iran. Now, according to Amnesty International, 16-year-old Serena Ismail Sadeh was in fact killed when the security forces thrashed her with batons at a protest site in the Al-Borz province. Now, not only this, according to reports that are now emerging, the Iranian authorities reportedly have also harassed the 16-year-old's family and coerced them into silence. Now, all of these claims have been denied by the Iranian officials. The Chief Justice of the Al-Borz province has said that an initial investigation had shown that the teenager had in fact committed suicide by jumping from the roof of a 5-storied building. The Chief Justice also further outlined that Ismail Sadeh, who took part in scores of protests, had history of mental illness. As news of her death in fact spread on social media, the 16-year-old's YouTube videos have now gone viral. In one of her videos, she talks about women's rights, including her rejection of the mandatory hijab and her anger about the economic situation in Iran. Now, she is not the only teenager to have died at the hands of Iranian authorities and their beatings. Another 16-year-old teenager named Nika Shakarami, who went missing on the 20th of September, was also reportedly allegedly tortured and then killed by Iran's security forces. Now, despite claims that Shakarami was beaten and raped and that her body was stolen from her family and then buried without their consent, the Iranian officials have again said that she had also killed herself by jumping from the roof of a building. And according to sources, Nika in fact went missing for 10 days after protesting in Tehran on the 20th of September. Now, in her last message to her friend, she had said that she was being chased by the security forces. Nika's family found her body in a morgue at a detention center in the capital city of Tehran. The 16-year-old's mother has in fact accused the Iranian authorities of murdering their daughter and has claimed that they had tried to force her to release a statement saying that Shakarami had in fact taken her own life. And we earlier spoke with Amiri Muqaddam, who's the director of Iran Human Rights, and this is what he had to say about these incidents.
The brutal murder of Mahsa Amini, it was the last drop that made this led to this overflow, because Iranian women and girls, many of them, maybe most of them, they identify themselves with Mahsa. Sitting in the car, not doing anything wrong. Suddenly the car is stopped. These morality police come, drag you out, and because they say that you haven't covered your hair properly, so they just interfere into the most private aspect of her life. And then not only that, they drag her off, take her with themselves, and few hours later, her dead body is given to the hospital. So this is something that I think many Iranians identify themselves with, and then it led to such a huge anger among people, especially young people, and that's why people came on the street, because it's not only about Mahsa, it's about more than 40 years of suppression by a highly incompetent and corrupt authorities. So that's what we see.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.